and we were on Warped Tour, and our singer met with him one night, going out getting drinks and eating food and stuff like that, and it was like, probably 3 a.m. or something like that. They're chatting, and he said, the bands that don't make it are the ones that break up.
Yeah.
And he's like, if you just stick it out,
yeah,
either you're gonna do something great, or someone around you that loves your band is gonna do something great and take you along.
Yeah.
And he's like, that's just how it works. Just don't stop doing it, or else there's no way you can do it.
Absolutely. Yeah. That's kind of the way I feel about relationships a lot of time too. A lot of marriages that don't last. It's like,
people give up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once you throw in the towel on staying connected.
Yeah.
Then it's done.
Right. I agree with that. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Should we make a pillow?
Let's make a pillow. Yeah.
Let's make a pillow.
Yeah. Let's use that set.
This side.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, things have changed a lot since lockdown, really.
Yeah.
We have a lot more equipment, a lot more production. Okay, so what you want to do, I'll have you make a scrumptious side sleeper pillow. Make sure it's zeroed out.
May I lay this?
Absolutely. Oh,
wait. That'll be alright.
Do you want? I can hold it too while you do
That's all right. It's good. There we go. That ain't going nowhere.
It's just going to clip too once this starts because this is quite loud.
It's all right. It's got limiter on it and compression.
Perfect. Okay, good.
Yeah.
So basically, what we do is this whole table is a scale, and you want to fill it until it weighs 3.9 pounds. So you're actually going to fill it until it weighs slightly over, and then you can take out what is extra to bring it to 3.9 and put it in this little section, and that's like a return. It'll get sucked back into the next pillow you make.
Cool.
So the pedal starts and stops it. You have to hold it pretty hard, pretty tightly, because it's a lot of force. You're going to want to blow it off, and you kind of want to angle it so that you fill one side, and then turn it and fill the other side.
Okay.
So I'll turn this on. It's going to get loud. That's basic. I mean, that's essentially it. The weight is skewed a little bit too because there's some foam up here, so
right.
We can pull it off because it's
still blowing stuff out.
Yeah, a little bit. But you're not too far. 358.
358.
Yeah, not too
So
bad.
where do we go?
Well, we can move to this side.
So this is the kind of pillow you gave me.
This is the kind of pillow I gave you. This is our main pillow. This is the one that we sell far more than any of the others. Make sure to zero this out. And it's, I think, the most versatile too, because honestly, regardless of the position you sleep in, this curvature is really beneficial.
Yes, it is.
All right, let's try this one more time.
All right, go for it. So every time they're making pillows, you just shut it off, wait for this to wind down, take the pillow off.
Yes.
So I bet you wish you had a way to just get this to stop right away.
Yes, that would be helpful. Honestly, the biggest desire that I have is for us to find a way to not have our cutter get clogged as we're chopping our foam.
Yes.
Because of the material we use, that is something that I don't know that we'll ever be able to do. But we've tried all kinds of things, all kinds of, additions and alterations. My father-in-law is an engineer, and he's been down here multiple times looking at it. We've got one of Ryan's products that he has for the construction industry, the sink cradle, holding up an additional fan. We've tried a million things, but I think that there's not really a way to prevent that.
Do you guys do all your own shipping and stuff, or do you use like a third-party logistics?
No, we do. The only thing we don't do is we don't do the cut and sew. So we design all of our, like I learned how to sew for this, so I make all of our patterns, all of the stuff that we are doing, and then we provide it to, it gets stuck in the fiber a lot of times too. And then we provide it to a company, our fabric, our ribbon, zippers, to a company in Los Angeles, and they will sew these covers. So the next step from here is you have to massage it into a pillow. Yes, so that will go over here because the scale doesn't give you a good firm surface. And typically what you're going to want to do is actually open it, I'll show you, and kind of redistribute it throughout the pillow. So, I mean, we just zipped it, but you're going to want to kind of unzip it. And we want to make sure that the fill is like all the way down in the corners there. So
you do that efficiently.
Yeah, I'll show you. Yeah, you want to basically like just get in there and kind of squish it all throughout, get it even. This is going to need to go there, this way. Yeah. So then from there you could zip it up and we just kind of pound massage it from there. Yeah, you have to hold it like pretty close because the zippers are these invisible zippers, so that they're, fine and not giant, but as a result they're slightly more delicate.
Yeah, my one of the jobs I had was I ran the IT department for a third-party logistics company out of Corona. That's why I was talking about that, because like they do all the pick, pack, ship, and
sure,
returns management and all that stuff. It was interesting work.
Yeah, I think that's something we would maybe in the future be looking at. Right now,
how many do you ship a day? Do you think? Or it depends on the season. I'm sure.
Depends on the season, and it varies. Like it increases. It's been increasing, but we also struggle to make them in terms of to meet demand right now. Right. So we're basically constantly producing them, and we don't have enough. There's no inventory here, So if you order a pillow, we will make it that day.
It goes out.
And it goes out. Yeah. So one day we would like to have inventory, but we're not at a place where we can. So up until probably May or maybe even June, there were nobody helping us. So this was myself and my dad and Alex. He works at the stores too, so when he's not at the stores, he would be here. And that was it. And we would make them when we could,
What's the most orders you got in a day?
Well, now we can get a lot. So like coming back from a weekend, like today we have, over 30, merchant orders to ship from the weekend. And then we also sell on Amazon too, but Amazon fulfills their orders, so they're Prime.
Gotcha.
So we send cases to their fulfillment centers.
Gotcha.
But just for Amazon, yeah.
Gotcha.
So,
cool.
Yeah.
Jeez. Man, this was, I did not realize the array of topics we were going to get into today.
No,
I really appreciate your, I could tell that you were thoughtfully, prepped of what you would want to talk about and what was, fair game and not, and I appreciate you being open. We got to come back and have more discussions.
I think so.
There's so much to talk about.
I agree. Yeah, I definitely would be up for that. This is it's kind of that fine line, right? Because I think that this is interesting. These pillows that we make and this whole process and kind of how we got here is interesting as well. But then in terms of personal topics, there's I'd always be happy to chat more with you. I'd be happy to actually interview you at some point too, because I would like to know, a little more about yourself. So you're always interviewing everybody else.
I think that I guess I kind of thought that over time doing the interviews that, depending on the topic, a little slice of me comes in there as well. And I've mentioned and talked about Hollywood and, and some stomping grounds there. And another spot was talking about the building a studio or where I'm from in Pennsylvania. And, you
Yep.
know, I've touched on lots of those topics and various, so whoever's listening to these, if they're listening to them
Definitely,
in series, they're probably getting a little bit of a cross-section of me, but I would absolutely, I
Yeah.
would love to do that, so.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I mean, there's definitely things about you that I have learned from that, but I'd be interested to know kind of more in detail too, like kind of how you got into music and how you got started.
Oh, geez, I'd love to talk about it.
Yeah.
Well, for people listening to this, tell them how they can find your products and.
If they made it this far,
Yeah.
go to honeydewsleep.com. That's the best way to find us.
Okay.
You can see kind of our whole array of pillows there, and you can watch videos of us making them and see kind of how they're made, and videos too that explain the differences and how we started and all of that stuff.
If they want to support you in the best way, what's you if you wanted a customer to buy your pillow in the way that's most advantageous for your company, what avenue is that?
Honestly, just purchasing it from our website is a great avenue because
Good.
we'll make it and ship it out to them same day, and then that's better than like Amazon where you pay Amazon commissions.
There you go.
Yeah, if you're if anybody needs anything other than pillows in that kind of sleep realm, our brick and mortar stores, the Sleep Shop locally in the Ventura County area, are good options because we have all kinds of obviously we specialize really in mattresses, but there's also sheets. Bedroom furniture. We do a lot of the adjustable beds and stuff like that too, so that's another option. But for the pillows, really our website's the best way.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Absolutely.